Who's Shakur? Who? Who's Shakur? Who?
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So it's been a while since we've seen Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos, but somehow old media is still making Shakur Stevenson the butt of the jokes. It all started when Fight Hype did Shakur Stevenson in celebration of David Benavidez's win over Demetrius Andrade. And yet the Shakur Stevenson roast party continues even after Ryan Garcia's win over Oscar Duarte. Even Oscar De La Hoya jumped in and took a swing at the Shakur Stevenson piñata.
Shakira Twitterson. But like for real though, like that was Edwin Santos' line. But no, for real. So shout out Edwin. What can I say? Like he broke a record for the least punches ever landed in 12. Like that's actually a hard thing to do. The fact that he did that was crazy. So if he thinks that's good, it is what it is.
Wait, didn't he break the record for putting people to sleep?
Yeah, at home. At home, they turned that shit off after the fourth round. But that's the difference, though. Like, I fought a guy with power, but I didn't back down. Right. I went right to him. Stood my ground, moved. I did it all. He only showed one thing, which was moving around, and his hand wasn't hurt. His coach was telling him to throw it. Let's stop that narrative right now. He just been a hater since the amateurs. For real. And I want to fight him. I will beat his ass. I promise you that. Like, I've been in the ring with him. He's cool, but he just all scared all the time. Scared. And a pro fight is not going to work.
Looks like a good laugh between Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya might have even contributed to repairing the relationship between the two. You guys heard what Ryan Garcia said. He completely dismisses Shakur Stevenson, and he believes he will beat him without a problem. Well, even though we'll probably never see that fight, and if we do, it'll be years down the line, because right now, Ryan Garcia, he didn't even make weight when he was fighting against Oscar Duarte. He weighed in at 143. He might come back down and campaign at 140, but Shakur is not moving up to 140 anytime soon. With that being said, I truly believe that Ryan Garcia's confidence is genuine and warranted. There's no doubt in my mind with Ryan Garcia's height, with his ability to control range, his speed, and his power, Shakur Stevenson would definitely be an easier fight than the Gervonta Tank Davis fight was for Ryan. Because in a fight like that, for Shakur to win, he would be forced to fight on the front foot, and Shakur is very uncomfortable fighting on the front foot. He wants to sit back and counter, and that would be a terrible game plan against a Ryan Garcia. Of course, Ryan and Oscar De La Hoya completely trashed Shakur Stevenson's performance. Ryan, he was comparing his performance to Shakur's, and he said, just like Shakur, I was fighting against a guy with power, but I did everything in there. I boxed, I found ways to land punches, and he did. Although he did take off round 7 and he didn't throw any punches at all, just moved around the ring. But he definitely made up for it in the very next round because he made Oscar Duarte run into a check hook. Now, surprisingly, Shakur Stevenson was actually in attendance when it comes to Ryan Garcia's fight. He gave his take on Ryan Garcia's performance.
Hey, champ, what you think about Ryan's performance?
I think he did good with the style that was in front of him.
He tried criticizing your performance. You feel like he was moving around a lot too and really not trying to engage?
Yeah, he moved around, but he set the setup. I mean, it's boxing, man. I ain't got no hard feelings. I'm a better fighter than him, though.
That's what Shakur Stevenson said to 210 Boxing TV. So, when Ryan Garcia is comparing his performance to Shakur's performance, they were fighting a different style opponent. Oscar Duarte is a flat-footed fighter that only goes in one direction. He's a stationary target. Edwin De Los Santos is a boxer puncher that can come forward. He can box with you. He's a good counter puncher. He has a pretty high boxing IQ. This is the reason why Shakur's friend, Richardson Hitchens, he said this was a 50-50 fight going into the fight. And even after the fight, Hitchens, he said he didn't even know who won the fight when the final bell rang. So they definitely were in the ring with different type of styles. Shakur, he also talked about the awkward way that Ryan Garcia often turns away from his opponents, giving them his back, something he's been doing his entire pro career, implying that worked against Duarte, but it wouldn't work against Shakur.
Do you still stand on what you said, that you'll stand in front of him all night?
Yes. He only got a left hook, you can see. That dude, was getting on the inside. He was fighting in the shoulder roll, and he ain't never let his right hand go.
But it didn't look natural. Do you think that's something he's trying to work on and trying to be new?
Nah, I think that that style in front of him, standing right in front of him, it's easy to try to let your shoulders and elbows take part.
With all the words that were being thrown back between you and him, were you surprised he called Rolly out and didn't call you out?
I mean, he's smart. He'd rather fight a Rolly than fight you.
Do you feel like the day's ever going to come where people are going to call you out?
Hey, I'm going to just be working. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay in the gym, and my time's going to come.
Well, we definitely know Ryan is not going to call out Shakur Stevenson because Shakur doesn't fight at 140. However, Shakur, he did say he would be willing to fight Ryan Garcia at a catchweight, which we know is not going to happen because, once again, Ryan, he couldn't even come in at 140 to fight Duarte. He came in at 143. So he's not going to go below 140. But Shakur, he already has a whole lot of tough fights lined up at 135 because it's a stacked division, just like 140 is. I truly believe Shakur's next 2 or 3 fights are going to be really, really interesting because you still have fighters like Lomachenko, Raymond Marataya, Emmanuel Navarrete, and even Jermaine Ortiz, which I believe will be all tough challenges for Shakur Stevenson. Let's see how it all plays out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.